foul tip and strike one. Citi Field. He's been a road warrior for the Mets. And Julio gets ahead of him. 0-2. Ball and 2 strikes now to Nimmo.
The National League today.
Breaking ball down and away, and it's 2-2.
Days in between, usually, sometimes 5.
Nimmo out on strikes. Starling Marte, right fielder, takes a curveball for a strike.
Calls it a slurve.
And so if you throw the slurve or the curve, it's going to show up as one or the other. And so technically it shows up as the curve, as Gavin Lux, the season that came in the first inning to open the scoring.
Probably the first home run in his life. He's
missed Thursday's game. Good pitch there, good breaking ball.
Top hand. The home run was left-handed, and that would be the bottom hand, the power hand. Top hand. That bottom hand is a lefty. It'd be tough.
2-2 now. 2-2. 3-2 to Lindor. Just goes to show you the value of having some.
You know, they start with the scouting report and the videos, but after that, it's what's happening today.
Lindor draws the 2-out walk. For a long time. He was with Buck in Baltimore, the Orioles. Popped up, shallow left. Here comes Taylor. And the side retired. No run. Davis, the designated hitter, leads off for the Mets in the second. Ball 1 to him. 247. 2 balls, no strikes.
Stays healthy, and I think the ball starts finding the hole, different places.
2-1. By the way, I wanted to make a correction on something.
It is accurate.
So they're back at it.
Okay.
And Julio's back in the count, 2-2. 2-2 pitch. 3-2. You look at his career record, wins and losses.
What he's done in the playoffs.
And Austin smartly put the ball in his back pocket before he got to Julio. But J.D. Davis walks to start the second. Successful today and get deep into the ball game. That'd be a big benefit for the Dodgers. Breaking ball for a strike. After 6 innings, that would be enough today. Julio not too happy with that.
Oh, this is the side of the plate he's going to go.
Missing high.
You're really not accurate with them. Lineups like this can hurt you.
Well, chopper third base side. This will be trouble. Alvarez picks it up. He'll put it in his pocket. He had one of the Mets' 4 home runs last night. And he'll take a strike here. So they'll know what pitch is coming.
I just wonder if we'll get to the point where they're pushing the button on the bend.
Put it on the shin guard like that. It was on a wrist band on the left wrist. But when we went to Chicago,
is not a big deal. Ounce or 2 on an arm, a little bigger.
Smith asked for an appeal. C.B. Buckner said he didn't go. Got him. Foul tipped into the mid. And that is strikeout number 2 for Julio. That's out of play down the left side. Just a little more on what pitch correlates to what buttons were pressed and the location too. 2 strikes now to Guillorme.
Julio is giving him
Canna at first. Off speed, popped up. Trey Turner, glasses on. He'll give way to Chris Taylor. Will make the running catch. 2 down.
Trey Turner looking up in the sky, and you're seeing
smaller. Gavin Lux has. A wave and a miss by Tomas Nido, the catcher.
And a strike, getting the dugout.
Over 6 runs a game. This year, just 3. And Nido with strike 2.
Very nice equation.
1-2.
Really show how he feels. It was fun to watch.
He definitely leaves little doubt as to what he's thinking.
Yeah, before it was, you could not even.
And he walked him. Bases full of Mets. 2 walks in the inning, 3 in the Dodgers up 2-0, and Nimmo waits. Low with the breaking ball. And a strike. 1-1. Here's a 1-1. Down the line, slicing, and that is out of play for a long strike. 1-2. Julio's 1-2. In the air to center. Bellinger has the line drive lined up. And the Mets leave him loaded. Julio Urias facing Starling Marte. And this one is driven to right center and deep. This one is into the pavilion. A home run for Marte. Opposite field shot, his 7th homer of the season, and the Mets get on the board. It's 2-1. Strike to Lindor.
Good.
That's when the real damage occurs, is when you have traffic on the base paths. Sky high pop for Lindor. Trea Turner takes it for out number 1 at Dodger Stadium. And he takes a little bit low. And he's very well known around baseball by his nickname. And one of his teammates said, "You look just like a polar bear." And that stuck. And now he has it stitched into the thumb of his glove at first base. A lot of guys have the
Derby wins, and it might say Derby champ.
Well, you don't find guys that like to do in the past. Even though the prize money is more than his entire year's.
Surpass it by a lot.
It is driven one to left, but it'll be playable for Chris Taylor. And Alonso is out.
Okay.
Big cut. J.D. Davis down to the count 0-1.
Got to have dinner with him one night.
What was that like?
It was absolutely amazing.
You and Blue Eyes?
I remember about that night, other than he gave me an autographed picture and spelled my first name with an A.
Punch out full base in the 2nd inning. Strike drilled in there by Julio.
The city, I love the energy of the city, and I loved going to play there as a Dodger, and it was fun too to be on the other side.
Turner throws out.
And that's why I went to Cleveland.
Escobar waves and misses. Escobar 0 for 1.
Hernandez, which, you know, they play different positions, but they've got some grinders like, you know, Wally Backman back in the day would grind it out. It's a good comparison there as far as the ability offensively and some of the pitching.
Eddie Alvarez with the stab to his feet. Throws him out. Terrific play. Guillorme, the second baseman, who flied to left first time up. 0 for 1. Takes the ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
A couple of guys from.
They won the '86 World Series, which was a tremendous series with Boston, as the Mets snatched victory out of the jaws of. 1-1. Lifted to left field, and Chris Taylor right in the back pocket. 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 4th.
Somebody who's been frustrated with his location a little bit, but that's what the great ones can do. They can figure out a way to get through an outing until they find it. And
1-0 pitch to Nido. And that's in for a strike. Good curveball.
6 times he has gone 6 innings. All the others a little less than that.
One, two. To right field, and Mookie Betts trying to find it in a tough sky. He makes the catch. Come in last night, and there was a lot to unpack after the situation in the 9th inning. The Dodgers last year had used Justin Turner late 2019 before the 2020 season, but the pandemic shelved it. And so for 2020, they did
There for a while.
So there was, reports immediately after the game that Buck many pitches as he needed. He said, "Look, we're not trying to get anybody hurt here." Mark, but they don't have that. And you'd say, "Well, why don't the Dodgers just declare?" 2-2 pitch to Nimmo. Out, nobody on. So McKinstry did not get to pitch.
He did not. Workload management.
2-2. Driven to center. Back goes Bellinger to the track. And Cody tracks it down. On his glove. Marte hit the home run in the 3rd inning. 1 for 2 for the right fielder.
He could be a Gold Glove first baseman. That tells you how good he is on defense.
A foul ball by Marte. Go back to Marte down on strikes. He'll give himself up on the inning. A 1-run ball game, 2-1. 1-0, crack foul.
Fans, but all of his Rancho Cucamonga teammates seem to be following every step he takes, especially the pitchers.
That if the report comes back good for him, which so far it sounds like it will be, he will go on the road trip to Chicago. He will throw a bullpen, and then we could see him activated and starting potentially on Sunday, guys. But that's still not a final decision.
Yeah, it says of Clayton Kershaw. In left field.
Now he's got to put the roof on it getting through this inning.
A chopper past third, foul. That's popped up, and Freddie Freeman in foul ground will retire Alonso. He's 0 for 3.